This is the Infinix Zero 5G 2022 edition, and this is the fastest 5G phone on its price segment and also one of the most unique looking phone that you can buy on this price segment. Now we have its successor and exactly the same name, the Zero 5G, but it is obviously 2023. Look of the phone is obviously very different. You get the vegan leather, the camera layout is again inspired with the Oppo Find X series, looks cool. There's a slight change in terms of design also. Instead of the Infinix 5G, which doesn't look much premium, now it has the Zero 5G, which looks more premium. A subtle change on the camera too, rather than two dual LED flash, now it has a quad LED flash onto the single place. There's a bit of change on the camera too in terms of number. We will talk about that later. So yeah, phone looks beautiful again, doesn't look cheap and doesn't look of the price segment of 20,000. On the essentials, you're getting everything that you would expect from a price segment, like the Type-C, and there's a speaker, and of course the headphone jack. There's a dual 5G plus SD card all in the single SIM tray, which is again very cool. This phone comes with a 6.78 inches IPS LCD display, not the Super AMOLED. In fact, it is exactly the same display that I've already seen on the Zero 5G 2022. So yep, it's just standard display, but the good part is that you do get the 120 Hz refresh rate. The peak brightness is not too much, it's just around 500 nits. But yes, you do have the HDR10 Plus certification. Currently, I'm showing you on the Amazon Prime Video. Couldn't find that on the Netflix, maybe on the future it should come. So yep, like I said, it's just a regular display, not too bright, not too crazy. It's just an average that you get on this price segment. This phone is running the Infinix OS, you can call it as a XOS Cheetah ROM, and it's very fast, it's very fluid. But there are a few things you should know which is very important. If you go to the previous generation of the phone, like the 2022, this phone is still running the Android 12, and if you check the same with the 2023 edition, both phones are running the same Android 12. Like as mentioned by the company, this phone is going to get only one major version of Android update plus two Infinix ROM update. And look and feel, you can easily see there are a lot of widgets, some news and things that you can customize. There are some pre-installed applications. This phone is now running with the latest Dimensity 1080. For the regular usage, this is a very powerful phone. I did not found any lag so far on using this phone, but yes, in terms of gaming, I can feel a bit of touch delay or touch latency, you can call it. It's not super sensitive display. Maybe the touch latency has to be increased here, because sometimes I felt it on this phone while playing the Call of Duty, not on the other games, but especially on the COD. On this phone, you are getting a Samsung 50MP sensor. If you talk about the photos quality, it is very good. The color accuracy is around 90 to 95% on the bright daylight. Even indoor also, the colors are coming nice. It takes sharp photos, whether it is higher megapixel or the just regular one. On the low light, when there is a small light source, it takes fine shot. I don't see any problem, like it is a good. And turning on the night mode, yes, erases the noise too. The photos are coming fine, but when it is complete zero light, this sensor is not performing super well when compared to some other sensors like the Sony MX766 or the latest 200MP sensor. Now let's talk about, guys, the video capabilities. With this phone, you can film the 4K 30fps because this CPU does have support of the 4K. On this price segment, most of the phones that are processor that are coming are the Snapdragon 695, the Snapdragon 4 Gen 1. They have limitation in terms of 4K. They can just film 1080p only. But yeah, they are Dimensity 810, but you're not going to get the even 4K on that too, especially on the budget segment. You can film 4K videos. Quality is nice indoor, as you can see, and even on the outdoor, it does take nice videos. But yeah, there is no optical image stabilization. You have to keep that thing in the mind. And speaking about the front camera, guys, using this phone you can film only 1080p videos, which is a bit let down because usually Infinix phones do come with the 2K video capabilities even on the super budget segment also, but here you can just film the 1080p 30fps video. And about the photos quality, you get the 16MP sensor. Obviously you can find a lot of sharpness detail on the photos. Yes, in terms of portrait, they need to work a bit on the software, because you can see on the edges there's a bit of hair smoothing been done. So in terms of the final camera summary, I think this phone does very well, especially in terms of photos quality. You're getting everything fine except these two button like eyes, which are 2MP sensor, and as you know, if there is 2MP sensor, I don't show photos because you can't even find the good details on it. At last guys, in terms of battery, you're getting the 5000 milliamps battery, and in the box you're getting the 33-watt charger support, and the battery backup of Infinix phones are really good. See, for a demo, I charged this phone yesterday morning for around 100%, and right now it is 68%. Full one day usage from mix to kind of slightly heavy like gaming, camera, everything I had done. Just I was able to discharge only 30% near about. So if you just do the math, this phone can give you around 2 to 3 days of battery backup for the heavy usage. So in the conclusion, should you buy this phone or not? See, lots of things are good in this phone, like the design is super cool, phone feels solid. Obviously we have to check the durability, and the performance is very good, battery backup is very good, cameras are again very decent in this phone. Only cons I found here, especially it's on the display side and also on the software front. See, because this price segment is so crucial, like you cannot get everything super perfect. If display is your priority, like you want the AMOLED display, probably you have to, you know, get satisfied with the Snapdragon 695, something like that, which is not a super great processor for most of the tasks. So those are guys my final verdict with the Infinix Zero 5G. Overall a very decent phone. If you're an Infinix customer or the performance is your really priority with the good design, you should definitely give a try to this phone.